All right, we've talked about some of the events going on this weekend, but we all know one of the main events of them all is, of course, the fireworks. Well, here with us, fireworks expert Chris Santori. He is here to update us on how you get set up for tomorrow night's spectacular and that big display on the mall. We were certainly just talking, you're originally from New Jersey, and here you all have had this contract for 3 years. Talk to us about the planning. Certainly people plan for the 4th of July for, you know, the week of or a week or two out. I imagine the planning is much longer for that for you guys.
It's a year in the making. From the minute last year's display ended, I'm absorbing that display and trying to plan for the next display. How do we make it better than that? What did I like? What didn't I like? What did the crowd respond to? Just trying to gather all that information and then start that planning process.
Right.
And then it's just months of getting ready to manufacture. We're unique in that we can custom manufacture fireworks, so we have a little slice of made in America, which we're proud of. So we are designing special fireworks just for this event, and then preparing the music, which is many hours of working closely with National Park Service to build a custom soundtrack that really gives us the opportunity to tell a story in that 17.5 minutes. It's a short period of time to get a lot done and a lot said, so we're really trying to get a nice arc, a nice foundation to work with, and then build the design from there.
They're so spectacular to see in person. If you haven't, I would definitely recommend it, and especially even just to see on TV. A lot of people tune in from all across the country to see the fireworks on the National Mall. The timing of the music, I mean, it's just so incredible. Like you said, it tells a story. How much planning goes into that with the Park Service to try and make sure that you're coordinating, that it, you know, tells the story and plans out what we're seeing ahead of us and what we're hearing?
There's definitely months-long process of getting the right music, and then I spend about 100 hours of editing that music and building that design and making sure we have a nice flow and transition, and there's a lot of back and forth. We have several renditions of that soundtrack that gets kicked around. A bunch of us listen to it and tweak it, and a lot of give and take, and then once that's set, it's just hours of sitting in front of the computer and using the technology that we have to go through, and it's a little bit like audio and video editing, where you're moving a scrubber along a timeline and saying, okay, I want to put this firework on this beat at this moment, and then use the computer to get it to land there, and then working with the National Park Service to get the time code feed so that everything's in sync, and really just let the sky sing and dance for everybody.
Precision is the name of the game, I imagine.
Absolutely, yeah.
In terms of tomorrow, a lot of people are very excited about the 4th of July. What is it that's most exciting for you being back here? Obviously, you all said this is the 3rd year that you guys have done the mall fireworks. What is that like? I mean, we're talking about 9:30, they kick off. What is it like at 8:45 tomorrow night for you? What is it like at 9 o'clock leading up to this?
It's goosebumps. I mean, I think when we get to that hour or so before is when it starts to hit us. We start to realize, wow, look at where we are. There's the monument, the memorials behind us. You just really get excited and just so honored and blessed to have the opportunity to be here celebrating our nation's independence.
And especially since your company be very busy, not only with fireworks here, but all across the country, been planning all of that. What is the big takeaway in terms of when it's all over, you hear that hush over the mall, and then the enormous clap that erupts and all of the excitement? It must be so exciting for you to hear that. It
is such a rush. I mean, we can't contain ourselves. I can hardly hear the crowd because our own little group is just ecstatic. We're jumping up and down. We've been here for over a week, working so hard to make sure everything goes perfectly, and when you finally hear the crowd erupt, we're just jumping up and down like kids in a candy store.
Absolutely. All the planning that goes into it finally pays off. Well, Chris, thank you so much for being here with us. Make sure you get down to enjoy or watch them on the TV. Certainly a spectacular sight in the sky.